welcome to Izento's Inclinations. I'd like to talk about if the NA LCS should introduce salary caps. And if you haven't already, go check out Travis Gafford's video about salary caps. And also check out MarkZ's video about salary caps. And I'd just like to say to start off that I do not think that salary caps should be implemented. Now, if you're going to look at sports like the NBA or NFL to see if salary caps should be implemented and that their system is currently working, well, they started salary caps 40 years after their leagues were even created, and we're trying to do this after 5 years. So you can see the difference in time scale and how the NBA and the NFL had allowed their markets to somewhat stabilize before they even decided for salary caps to be implemented. So to say that the market currently won't stabilize again, I think is a little bit absurd. Now, VCs do have the ability to build their brand fast, and VC backers will pay a ton for a good roster, right? But relegations doesn't exist anymore. So all these superstar players or all these veteran players don't have the ability to hold that over their head and to say, well, if you don't pick any of us, then you're most likely going to get relegated. So now you have the ability to get rookies into the scene and to actually pay them money in order to play and not have a fear of going into relegations. So they'll have a chance to play now. And also, you won't have a hostage situation like Dardoch to where a good player can go on your team and you just hope he does well and isn't incredibly toxic and ruins your environment. And then teams keep picking him up because they're desperate in order to climb the ladder. So you'll get substitutions instead of those situations, and those players will just be kicked out of the league. So, and then there's another problem that superstars would possibly transfer over to other regions, and you can't do a salary cap just for one region, because if you do that within NA, then teams can only have maybe one, possibly two superstars, and then all of them would just transfer over to China or LCK if they want the same amount of money that they're making currently. So it would just create a disparity of competitiveness when it comes to the whole League of Legends landscape in terms of going to worlds or international tournaments, right? And you just don't want to add too many parts to the system, as we have already added a lot of parts, right? It's kind of like adding multiple car parts to a car. Suddenly, if your car breaks down, you don't know exactly what caused it. Was it the turbo? Was it the pistons? Was it the camshaft? What was it that actually broke within your whole system? You don't really know easily, and you would have to investigate a ton in order to figure out, or you might not even know ever. So you would create problems like that. Now, one good thing is that management would have to do greater gymnastics if a salary cap was implemented, and scouting would be super crucial to find rookies and to also give rookies a little bit better of a chance. But I think that's already going to happen since relegations have been dismissed. Academy teams are going to start up, and they can actually sub in these rookie players and not actually put a detriment to their whole entire brand. So I don't think salary caps should be implemented, and we're trying to think about implementing too many systems at once, and if things break, we just probably won't know exactly what broke the whole system.